It's a real pleasure to be here today. As you know, I'm focusing on drinking water and sanitation in rural India, but there's a very close interface with urban. I'm very glad to see colleagues and many others from this is urban space. The Swachh Bharat mission, as you know, has been one of the flagship programs of this government, both urban and rural. And we collaborate very closely with the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. And I was very glad to note that my good friend and colleague D.S. Mishra was here day before yesterday for the opening of this, looks like what has been a very successful conference. And the smart cities concept, again, fascinating. I didn't know that you had already coined the term smart cities before this program was announced. That was fascinating. I was actually in Vietnam working in the World Bank when I first heard of the Smart Cities program announced by the NDA government. And I thought it was a fascinating idea. And actually, O.P. Agarwal, who was your co-chair, is a good friend and who is also a transport expert working with me in Washington. And we used to have long discussions about this. So I'm not going to take too much more time to talk about the Swachh Bharat mission, which many of you know about. I think that the Smart Cities program has been a fabulous program. It's gone from strength to strength. And I think, as Mr. Bahel said, we have to keep working at it. And everything, whichever programs we do, it reminds me of that old ad of Citibank. The city never sleeps. And I think that's the nature of the job for all of us. Whatever we do, we have to keep at it in whatever sphere we are working in. But let me, in advance, congratulate all the winners of the awards for some excellent and outstanding work. And as Mr. Bahel clarified, the jury was a blind jury, so I'm sure that everything was done on merits. As long as it was not a runaway jury, that's fine. So congratulations once again, and thank you very much for inviting me.